Yo, what's up everyone? I hope everyone's having a good day, a good evening, a good afternoon, a good night, whatever time you're watching this. And as we all know, a brand new Dragon Ball game has released. Well, not fully released, it's just a network test beta for it. And it is called Dragon Ball Gekishin Squadra. I am never going to get used to that name, Gekishin Squadra. Like, I hear some people call it Genshin Squadra because it sounds like Genshin, like Genshin Impact. Well, anyway, Dragon Ball Squadra is an upcoming free-to-play game, and it's surprisingly a MOBA. I don't really play MOBAs that much. Like, I never touch League of Legends, or I don't think I ever will, but yeah, in terms of MOBA games, my knowledge is pretty limited on that. I think like the only MOBA game I actually spent time on was like Pokemon Unite or whatever, which I only played like, what, an hour of that? But anyway, yeah, I'm not very big on MOBA games, and I was kind of iffy on Dragon Ball Gekishin Squadra. I was like, man, it's a MOBA game. I ain't playing this, bro. Like, nah. But surprisingly, this game is super fun, like really fun. It's pretty easy to understand. It's easy to grasp. And it's not very complicated and overwhelming as, let's say, League of Legends or whatever. Maybe League of Legends isn't very complicated to people who play it, but to me, like, half of the time I can't even tell what's going on in that game. But for Gekishin Squadra, I think this game is pretty easy to follow and pretty easy to pick up. Basically, as you can see, it's a top-down view, and what you're doing is pretty much, you gotta take out these towers. The towers are basically the God of Destructions. So on the opposite team, if you take out all the God of Destructions, you pretty much win because you just got to get the Dragon Ball. That's the ultimate goal, is to get the other team's Dragon Ball. And you got to make sure the other team doesn't get your Dragon Ball and doesn't destroy your God of Destructions. That's pretty much the gist of it. It sounds pretty simple, and it is pretty simple, but there's a bit more to it. The best thing you can do in this game is just farm EXP so you can be strong enough to defeat an opponent that comes in your way. Because when someone's higher level than you are, bro, you might as well just run away, because enemies do so much damage in this game, so you gotta at least be at the same level as them, or just at least a level higher than them, because levels actually do matter. Level scaling is a thing in this game. But there is also a skill and strategic part of it. You gotta know when to back off when you're fighting an enemy, because if an enemy's doing too much damage, you gotta run away. Like, you gotta play super cowardly in this game, because you really don't want to die, because if you die, sometimes you're in the queue for like 30 seconds. You're just out of it for 30 seconds, and it's ridiculous. I mean, I heard that's how MOBA games are usually, but like I said, I don't really play MOBA games like that, so this is the first one I actually just sat down and played seriously. Well, not seriously, I mean, I was still having fun because this game is super fun, and honestly, it was really addicting. I didn't expect this game to be that addicting and fun. Honestly, the only reason why I even picked up this game in the first place is because it was Dragon Ball. Like, I don't care what you say, bro. If Dragon Ball's in it, I'm most likely going to play it, unless if it looks trash. But speaking of looks, this game's visuals are amazing. Like, looking at the gameplay, you might be like, well, this looks like some phone game, which it is. This game is on mobile, but I am playing on PC. It's also on console. It's free to play. By the time this video is up, the beta test is already over. It's probably over, most likely. And we don't know when the full release is coming out. I can't wait for the full release. It'll probably come out sometime later this year. And next year. I hope not next year, because I can't wait. I can't wait, bro. But the visuals are very stunning in this game. The models are some of the best models I've ever seen in a Dragon Ball game. I know that's a super popular opinion, but it's true. The models are just, it's so accurate to Toriyama's work. There's so many references, so much love and care put into the models, animations, and this game's art style is just amazing. Don't get me started on the game's outfits. This game has like a shop where you can buy outfits. There's like a battle pass or whatever, and the outfits are just amazing. Like, there's so much to choose from, so many alternate colors, so many outfits that are references to Dragon Ball episodes or stuff they've worn in the manga, stuff they've worn in the anime. It's just amazing, man. Like, come on, Sparkin Zero, come on, man. This could have been you, Sparkin. This could have been you. You could have had all these costumes. You could have had all these colors, man. Anyway, yeah, I really appreciate all the work they are putting into Dragon Ball Gekishin Squadra. You know what? I'll give Bandai Namco this one. A round of applause for Bandai Namco. I'll give them this one. They actually cooked, or they are cooking so far. I just really hope they don't screw it up, because knowing Bandai Namco, bro, like, at first it can start off good, but then later on down the line, it just gets worse and worse and worse. It happens with so many anime games, and I really hope, really hope they don't f this game up. They got to keep cooking with this game, because this game has so much potential to go on for years. It can be the next Dokkan, it can be the next Legends. Maybe I'm hyping this shit up too much, but that's what I think. This could be peak. This could be peak, especially since it's free to play and it's on console and it's crossplay. You can play with anyone who's on another console. So if you're like a PlayStation, like obviously y'all know what crossplay is, but I'm just explaining it to people who don't know. If you're on PlayStation, you can play against someone who's on PC and Xbox. It doesn't matter what console you're on, which more anime games need to do. I don't know why they keep giving these, you know, I'm not trying to say Squadra is like, you know, filler anime game. I don't know how to describe it. Let's just say a smaller budget anime game. They keep giving these smaller budget anime games crossplay, but don't give the big budget anime games like Sparking Zero, Xenoverse, and all that. They don't give these games crossplay. They always are just like locked to the console you're playing on. That anime games, the thing is, anime games need crossplay. They need to add crossplay if they want their games to be successful. They need to add long-term support. They need to add crossplay. They need to add cool costumes, cool cosmetics for it to be successful. Because Squadra is doing a very good job at that. You just gotta keep up the good work. Not to sound like such a pessimistic doomer, but I have to be sometimes, because I've played these games before. I have, and so many times they just screwed up at the end. But anyway, enough of like the negative shit. This game's amazing so far. I really hope they just keep up the good work. Honestly, I kind of don't want to put the game down. I'm kind of sad that it's ending today, the beta. I want to keep playing because this game is just low-key addicting. Is this why League of Legends fans be just playing in the game, like playing the game 24/7 in the room just thinking? Is that what, like, is that why, bro? Yeah, I see the appeal of MOBA games, especially with this game, with how charming it is and how simple and fun the game is. Like, sometimes this game can be frustrating, low-key. It can be frustrating. That's with any multiplayer game. It can be frustrating because your team could be playing like ass, or you'll just be playing like ass and you'll be like, damn, how am I just getting bitched like that? But like I said, it's still a lot of fun. And I haven't even tried out all the characters yet. I've only played a handful of characters like Goku, Piccolo, Trunks, Vegeta, Caulifla, Krillin, Gohan. I think those are the ones I've only played. I need to play more characters before this beta ends, because it's going to end at a certain time. But yeah, I think like my favorite character to play in this game, not gonna lie, it might be either a mix between Vegeta and Piccolo. Those are probably like my best characters. Okay, it'll be like 3 characters. It'll be like Piccolo, Gohan, and Vegeta. Those are my 3 best characters in this game, low-key, because I know apparently like those characters aren't even that good. I've seen a tier list. But I don't know, it's just like when I'm those characters, I'm always winning. I'm always winning with those characters. Now I've heard the best character in this game is low-key either 18 or Maju. Like, I can believe 18 because 18 has an insane kit. She has an insane kit and does so much damage too. Like, oh my gosh, and Majub, don't get me started on Majub. He got his crazy ass ultimate. He has the mechanic with his meter and all that, where he just like gets buffs and it just stacks up. You understand if you play the game. I might just be yapping right now, but you know, that's what we do in this channel. All we do is yap on this channel. But yeah, I love the amount of character variety. I just love how every single character is different and everyone has like different abilities. Of course, you know, it's a MOBA game, so of course they're all gonna be different, but I just really appreciate all of like the diversity in the cast. I also like how you can have like emotes for the characters. When a match starts, you can have them doing like a cool pose or whatever, or like have them have a special animation when you win a match. Like you have different victory screens when you win a match or something. Bro, that shit, that go hard. Like when you get MVP and all that. Getting MVP in this game is so satisfying, bro. Because, getting MVP in this game and Marvel Rivals, bro, is just peak. It's just peak. It's peak. Because you get like a special animation and it looks cool. This game has a shop where you can just buy animations, costumes, and stuff. You can buy emotes. You can buy MVP animations. You can buy victory animations, and it's amazing. It's amazing. Now, since it's the last day, I've heard that they've given us like all the currency in the game, where you can buy like every cosmetic, everything in the shop. That's what I've heard. You can roll for everything. And yes, this game does have a gacha system. So essentially this game is also a gacha game. You have to roll for stuff to unlock all those characters. So yeah, I mean, I don't have a problem with gacha games at all. I know a lot of people do, and that might turn some people away from the game. But I think the gacha aspect is okay. I think it's okay. But to be fair, I am a Dokkan player, so gacha, of course, gacha's not going to bother me since I play Dokkan. But it's not like it's pay to win, because all the things you roll for in this game is pretty much so far just cosmetics. It's not like you get like new abilities. You just get a cool victory screen, a cool emote, a cool costume, and that's pretty much it. So you can pretty much still have fun with this game without rolling in the gacha system. Now I know you can actually just roll for new characters, but I think that was a bit of a misconception during this beta. Some people thought you had to unlock the characters since they had a lock by them, but you can actually just play all the characters off rip during this beta. It doesn't matter, like you can just choose any character you want even with the lock on them. But I can imagine in the final game when it comes out, you definitely do have to unlock these characters like Vegeta, Piccolo, Baby, Majub and all that, and 18 and all that. Now looking at this game, this is what I think all Dragon Ball games should be later down the line. I'm not talking about MOBA, I'm not talking about gacha system. I'm obviously talking about cosmetics, the amount of cosmetics this game has. That's what I think many Dragon Ball games, especially Sparking Zero, has to take note of. That's what we need. I don't think we really need a battle pass. Some people think we need a battle pass for Sparking Zero and all that, but I don't think that's really necessary for a $70 game I already paid for. I don't think I need to pay more for a battle pass I already paid for the season pass, so it's like I don't need to pay for a battle pass. But yeah, we just need more cosmetics, more cool shit. You know, that's just what we need. We need crossplay, especially crossplay. That's the thing I want the most in these anime games. We need crossplay. Squadra is doing a great job at having crossplay, and the netcode is not bad. The netcode is pretty good in Squadra. It's really good. Like I said, I don't get why these smaller budget games get the cool shit. Like, why couldn't the game I paid $70 for have all the cool shit like this, like crossplay, good netcode, and cosmetics and all that, man? Why? But it's not like it's too late. They can still add all these cool stuff to Sparking Zero as a free update, and I mean, that would be pretty sick. That would be pretty cool. I'm not trying to dog on Sparking Zero or anything like that. Obviously, you guys know I love that game, but it's just sad to see how, you know, a much anticipated game like Sparking gets less cool content than a free MOBA game like Dragon Ball Squadra. But like I said, we'll see what happens later down the line, later on in the future. Maybe Sparking can just redeem itself in terms of content and replayability. We'll have cool shit. We'll have all the cool costumes. We'll have all the cool maps, all the cool and all the crossplay and all that, or whatever. We'll see. So I'm giving them a chance. But anyway, I think I'll just leave it at that. That's pretty much all I have to say about the game. It's just fun, it's simple, it's addicting, it's pretty cool, it has potential. Can't wait till the full release. I can't wait till the next network test or whatever. And yeah, if you guys played the beta, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Do you like the game? Do you hate the game? Or are you just indifferent towards it? Just let me know what you guys think about Dragon Ball Squadra. Was my takes hot or whatever? Or I don't know. But anyway, yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. I already know I keep saying I will try to upload more, but bro, sometimes it's hard, especially since my PC's been bugging lately. But I'm gonna try to upload more. Let me know if you want to see more content on Dragon Ball Squadra, and y'all have a damn good one.